Hey guys, good morning. It's Sunday, April 26th. Happy Uranus and Gemini. We have already had some happen. I see several of you commenting on my video from yesterday, Energy for the Week, and wondering if last night's events were what unfolded based on the bits of information, the little tiny snippets that I had seen. I am not sure that that is the case. In most cases, when something shows up that matches the energy of how something came in for me, most of the time I'll go, oh my gosh, that's it. Because even I get surprised. When I saw this show up in the news last night, my brother actually texted our family group chat, started looking at it. I had no pings. I had no, oh my gosh, this is what came in for me. And I went into meditation this morning to sort of ask, because it feels unresolved for me, what came in yesterday. And before I went in meditation, I asked my guides, show me like a circle with the red line through it, show me a closed door, show me something that I can use as a symbol that that was in fact what I had been given, and it feels like the door is still open. Now, I can't entirely say there could be a sense of like fallout, and that's why the door doesn't feel shut yet. I'm not 100% on that. And I don't know if it's fallout because we have like a short window of time where things may continue to move, or if it's directly related. But I do have some other things that came into meditation this morning that I want to offer. The first was, I'm going to check my notes. Hold on, I have several. Okay, the first thing that happened was almost like the point of view of you literally laying on your stomach, ground level, looking at something. And I saw what to me appeared like the chains of the bottom of a tank rolling, with the idea of military rolling in. I can't say 100% what that means or where that's potentially taking place, but I'm just telling you how it came in. Okay, this is again a circumstance where I'm telling you what came in and how it came in without much in the way of interpretation. And what was interesting was that each thing kind of came in and resolved entirely before the next thing came in. To me, I'm not sure if that means these are all separate circumstances, separate energies, or if there's any tie between any of them because of the way that happened. The second was, to me, my read energetically on why some people seemed to react last night, whereas 4547 seemed to not. To me, specifically, doesn't feel as though like he was in on it. It actually feels like a slower processing time to react. I don't know whether we'll ever get all of the details around these things, right? But to me, this feels more like everyone else, many others may have been in on it, where he may not have been himself. And so the slow processing time was what caused the delayed kind of reaction. We also saw him having an incredibly difficult time getting out of there, even with the assistance of multiple people. Now, whether you want to say that that's because he was shoved and pushed and moved along or what, but I think we can see the physicality in that myself. This felt very important. Be cautious if we see someone who steps forward acting as a whistleblower on having behind the scenes information. There's something that feels like if somebody were to step forward acting as though like being called a whistleblower or acting as if they had inside information, that feels like a plant to make us all look stupid if we jump on board and run with it and then find out that it was false. If they step forward going, I can prove to you that this was staged, I can prove to, which I do not believe this is in its entirety, okay, let's just be clear. But, I have proof that it was staged. I have proof, I know behind the scenes information. and people jump and run with it, and then it gets proven, pretty reasonably seriously proven, that that was not correct, that they were planted, that they did not have inside information, something proven, we will all look so stupid because we jumped and we ran with it. So be incredibly cautious about that to avoid being part of that, okay? Okay, after all of that resolved, this repeated to me over and over again. More paid actors, more paid actors, more paid actors. It came like 3 times. Didn't get further information about what that's specifically tied to, but that came in, then that resolved. And then after that was a feeling and sensing understanding of absolute chaos. And I want to say that part so that we can be centered and grounded and prepared, so that we can look at it with it playing out and not taking that on. I feel like the way this came in as absolute chaos feels like a short time period in the extreme, in the, how extreme it felt. That feels, I don't like to add timelines because we know how that can be. That feels sort of close. That feels sort of close. So that is everything that came in for me this morning. I appreciate everybody jumping in and going, oh my gosh, it happened. I don't think that was it, or at least not the entirety of it for me in what I received yesterday. So I just wanted to put that all out there. I'm not ready to claim that. We'll see how that plays out. So anyway, let me know how you guys are doing, and we'll talk soon.